My name's Jen Y, and I am the instructor for this iteration of this course, Drawing Ideas. Um, and I'm making these videos for the class. I feel compelled to say that other people may teach this course in the future and also use these videos. So I will try to be, on the one hand, kind of immediate and personal, but maybe not immediate and personal because other people may use this who are not me, if that makes sense. Um, so, first of all, welcome to the course. Um, I want to go over a couple things to begin with. One, please look at all of the technical information that is posted in section 0, and then there's more in the first section of the course, especially the essential technical information book. There's a lot of stuff in there, and it will help you. If you are new to online learning, there are all kinds of just little things that are not complicated, but they are useful. So have a look at that. Um, some general comments about the class. It's a class about process. So we are going to be working in a way that is maybe less familiar to the art school model, at least that I was most familiar with, where you make a finished work and then you critique it. Um, the all of the work actually that you'll be doing for this course in terms of drawing is going to be studies. They will be investigations of ideas or processes or objects or whatever it is that you decide you want to investigate. Um, and then we'll be talking about your process, uh, but we won't actually be critiquing your process drawings. That doesn't make any sense. Um, Rather, the goal will be to discuss, share experiences really, and through that kind of unfold the kinds of things that can be gained from drawing. And specifically, I guess one of the big questions is how is drawing like thinking, or how is drawing, how does it form ideas or create ideas or introduce ideas or generate them. So that will be the sort of the 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 structure and the frame of reference for the course as we go forward. I want to add also that the attention to process in particular is informed by an interest in what becomes possible in the moment of exploration or experimentation. Um, and I guess part of the notion or the interest um, that I want to investigate with you and encourage you to investigate is the point of that sense where you are just exploring things and not steadfastly or in a sort of predetermined way seeking, okay, I know where this is going exactly, right? I ask you to sort of say, oh yeah, I'm making drawings towards this or that in different exercises. But that said, I still always am interested in having you be playful, right? And that there, for all that there is a goal, that there is a sense that there's a learning process that's unfolding on the way to that goal, and that the terms of whatever that goal is may alter as you go through a process of discovery. A quote that I came across that I thought described this in an interesting way, or sort of approaches some of the ways that I've been thinking about drawing in terms of the development or discovery process. It comes from a text called Smuggling by Irit Rogov. And the text itself isn't about drawing at all, but the way she is discussing ideas, I thought, pertained to um, the sort of spirit of the course. Um, so it's kind of considering drawing as a particular kind of thought, one that, quote, does not rush to concretize itself, but allows us to stay with the questions until they point us in some direction we might not have been able to predict. Um, so that sort of sums up, it recapitulates, I guess, what I just said about that process of exploration, um, as one of discovery. Um, I had a couple other quotes that I wanted to share with you. One from William James, who is a turn of the century, I think he was a psychologist. He's Henry James's brother, who's a writer. And he writes, "It is, in short, the reinstatement of the vague to its proper place in mental life which I am so anxious to press on the attention." So that sort of in a maybe more tangential way relates again to this question of allowing things to be indeterminate and playing in that space of indeterminacy, um, in in which allows for discovery. Um, and one last quote from Anton Ehrensvig, who was the author of a mid-century study on creative processes. He was like a social scientist kind of guy, and his text, it was called The Hidden Order of Art. And the quote is, "Creativity is always linked with the happy moment when all conscious control can be forgotten." Um, so that, I think, is maybe the most romantic of the quotes, but it's still, they come back in a kind of uh, an orbit, or there's like a determinate zone that they point to of experimentation. So um, that's really the kind of they capture the spirit of what I'm interested in trying to get at through the course. So that introduces what you might call the zeitgeist of the class. Um, of course, the way in which you each individually engage with these exercises will hopefully be a way in which you can elaborate and begin to determine or revisit or explore or unpack the way in which drawing works within the dimensions and the parameters of your own individual practices. Um, and that's it.